Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage, all got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is, where the heart's uncovered, where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. When them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goals regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can't be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's an art tool. Reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah. Aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation rather want it, you need it. Could fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather want it, you need it. Could fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Hey. Yeah. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap that can lead you astray. Sneering this ship through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt of disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.
Peace. The People's Podcast, the ears that will listen, where your opinion matters. Every voice is heard. Today we dive into everyday resilience, how to build inner strength and face life's daily struggles with courage, clarity, and calm. Let's explore practical tools and strategies to help you thrive even on the ugliest days. Moon Tortoise, what is the deeper meaning of the show?
Welcome, everybody. This episode is going to cover what inner strength actually looks like in real life, how small daily challenges slowly wear people down, simple tools to manage stress, emotions, and overwhelm the power of routine, boundaries, and self-awareness. How consistent small actions build long-term emotional resilience. At its core, this episode reminds listeners that strength is built quietly through daily choices, self-care, reflection, and asking for support when needed. It's meant to feel relatable, grounding, and practical, giving people tools that they can actually use the same day they listen. Let's talk about it.
So, welcome DDH to Bubble.
Hey, Blue. Blue.
So, how do we define inner strength in our own lives? What is inner strength to you, Moon Tortoise?
What is inner strength? Why did you have to ask me? All right. We are just, we got two of the blue. It happens sometimes. What inner strength looks like to me, it is being able to absorb the bad, not let it destroy you, and keep moving. I think that's a pretty simple version of it. I'm sure we can break it down more, though.
So, listeners, I want to know what inner strength means to you. TikTok listeners, Facebook listeners, YouTube listeners, all of you. What does inner strength look like to you? Me? Inner strength to me is that quiet noise in a loud, chaotic room. That moment of breath before you snap. That peace that says, hold up, you can control this. And I hence the word peace, because to me, my inner strength is my peace.
Oh, you know, I like that. I relate to that. Badger, that's why we do this show. You know, we got 3 listeners. We had 4 during the intro. So now I got to get real. How do we define inner strength in our own lives? Let me answer that again for real. The world is really hectic and hard right now. There's a lot of ugly imagery being put in front of you, and sadly, it's not just a farce anymore. So you got, what is strength like? It's being able to keep going with that. It almost makes you mad immediately when you engage with media, and I'm not alone in thinking that. I know that. So right now, that inner peace is being able to disengage from that and focus on what needs to be done. Listeners at home, what does inner peace look like to you, really?
Yeah, what does inner peace look like to you? You know, I had a moment yesterday where my back was against the wall. It felt like so many things were happening on top of happening on top of happening. And I just felt like I was going to collapse. And I said to somebody, right now is not a good time. I'm going through it. They said to me, and so am I. And that made me realize, that made me stop and put a pin in every single thing and realize I'm not alone in this pain. I'm not alone in this chaos. A lot of people are going through it. The alignment of the planets are right now forming, and then that don't happen often at all. There's a huge shift going on of energy, and it makes no sense. So many things are extreme right now, makes no sense. From the government to homelessness to shelters to life passing by. We are already in February of 26.
Yeah, it's crazy. Listeners at home, is time moving faster? Does it feel like it's freaking moving faster? I've heard a lot of people say that. No, you're crazy. I don't know.
So, what daily challenges best test our resilience most? And how do we respond? What do you think, Moon Tortoise? What daily challenges?
For all of us or for me?
You could do you. You is all you know about, so might as well be you.
Me is, I'll do me. Me is weird. I'm trying to navigate life after my dad's passing. My dad left behind a pile of it's this pile of work that has to deal with early music people and early music instruments, and getting clear answers and working with them is and figuring out what to do, what my next step is with anything. It's just absolutely crazy. So if you need to rent a harpsichord, I guess I'm gonna hype myself a little bit because I have to. But I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. I don't know. he left a lot behind, a whole life that I was involved with, and that's been a hard thing. I think in the collective whole, what's going on, what daily challenges is, I don't know, social media, the politics that you mentioned, whatever's going on. They've released a bunch of really ugly lists and stuff. I'm not going to mention exactly what it is, so we don't get shut down. Maintaining, I don't know, mental control and kind of figuring out what to do next as a community, I think is a big worry on a lot of people's minds because it's ugly out there.
You know, for me, it's what to eat properly. And I'm not just saying that I have a sensitive stomach. I'm saying in general, when you think of food, it's not just what we put in our body in nourishment wise, it comes from thoughts too. It's what we take and what we hear. It's other ways that we can fuel ourselves that's not just by eating. Food, food for thought. We learn things. We try to pick up new things every single day that will feed our souls, that will feed our minds. And we don't know what's real, what's not real. We don't know what's safe to eat. We don't know what water we can drink. We don't know what shot we could take, what pill we could swallow, what air we can breathe. Because everything's been contaminated. I was speaking to someone and someone dear to me, and I was telling them, you know, it's about suppression. We suppress our minds and we allow ourselves to feel like this is how life's supposed to be, and then we pass it on to the next generation. Then they pass it on to the next generation. They pass it on to the next generation. And why do we keep passing on pain? Why do we give pain a permanent thought and a permanent place in our minds when it's a temporary feeling? But yet we allow it to hold so much in our bodies that stress is the silent killer. And it's not stress that we know about even. It's stress that we do on a daily basis that we don't realize that we're doing.
I'm stressed talking about it.
Daily challenges test our resilience most. What daily challenges? Trying to be me without affecting others in a negative manner. That's a daily challenge. I got a real nice text, an F off kind of thing, and I'm like, what? I don't even know where it come from, and I didn't do anything to get that. But yet, I just happened to be me, being there in the moment, and it affected somebody.
No. Yeah, things affect. I think a challenge right now is loving thy neighbor. Right? What do you people think at home? 5 of you right now. Thank you for stopping by to here. What is the biggest daily challenge for you? Because we can sit here and talk about our daily challenges. That's what we do. We want to hear.
Helping people is a daily challenge.
Yeah, loving thy neighbor. It's been challenging for people.
It's been challenging for people a lot. And the thing is I was speaking to another person dear to me, and I said to them that they matter to me, and they said, truth behold, I'm not used to hearing that. And that's a shame. It's a shame that they're not used to hearing that they matter to somebody. If we were talking right now about sex, the other D word, and scandals, we'd have 10,000 people watching.
We can talk about that.
But once we're talking about mental health and finding another way of looking at it, there's only a select few that tune in.
I know. So how do we do that? We're sitting here. I watch the little count go up and down, and that's cool. I think it's important. We talked to kids Monday. That's pretty important. When we talk about social issues, I still help people pretty much every day with drug and alcohol addiction. I'm not supposed to say I can say that. That's what I do. It's cool, and I have a realistic way of approaching it that doesn't involve a lot of preaching. I'm really, really determined to help people who don't want to fall into certain other routines that aren't working for them. So I like seeing other people's daily challenges, especially when I know a few things about them. They're not my own. I share anymore. Hi, Kendall. Ooh, Kendall Cobb. There is purpose for the pains we suffer through. It may not be able to clear picture as we tend to face the ongoing struggles. It's knowing how to adapt or adjust heads on. Even when we have to make hard decisions in life, I still see its beautiful glow despite the darkness that's taking over. And well, I appreciate that. We've had a positive shift in the episodes. We've been trying to remain positive, even if it's dark. Right, Badger?
And I had someone say to me last night, my head's everywhere and I just don't know how to get out of it. My head is everywhere and I just don't know how to get out of it. I think that might be a daily challenge for a lot of people. You have thoughts, you have your subconscious and you have your conscious thoughts, and they just keep playing over and over and over as if you're in a battle of Tetris. You just don't know where to put the boxes.
Right, your head's attached to you. It's kind of really hard to get out of sometimes. They put that thing on good.
So can struggle be reframed as an opportunity for growth? What do you think? Do you think?
I guess you're going to ask me, can struggle be reframed as an opportunity to growth? I've learned from every tragedy. Struggle, though I don't think you should have to go through it. It's not optimal, right? I mean, but it will teach you things. What's optimal is surviving the struggle and then using the knowledge that you've acquired to make less struggles, make it easier on yourself next time. That's what's beautiful about our learning computer brain, is that we can hopefully learn to adapt. We can see that punch coming or something. That's me over here. And answering is yes.
And I say yes too, because I think nothing happens to you; it only happens for you. I think there is lessons in life that we grow through, and that we have a choice of whether or not to give them a permanent place. And a lot of people hold on to pain and they allow it to become something that it doesn't need to be. It doesn't have to hurt. It can be just like a little swift kick in the butt that makes you get up and do something different. Because if you don't align yourself with the frequencies that is meant for you, it seems like the frequencies will grab you and put you in positions that you have to.
Well, they'll grab you.
Drinking. Let's talk about that. It was a joy for some. Some loved it. Some gave it all. Gave it all. It's all. Right?
Yeah. Where are my addict friends at? Where are my drinkers at? Let me hear it from you. Shoot me a like.
You keep talking about quitting. Not because you're a quitter, just because you want better for yourself. You want to try something different. So you talk about it, you talk about it, you talk about it. You don't end up doing it until you get like a couple DUIs, you get locked up, you have to sit down and you have to really think about, should I really be doing this anymore? What do you think, Moon Tortoise? Do you think that sometimes the universe picks you up and says, yes, you have to change?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you doing? I don't know. The universe will let you know in the hardest ways. They told me, the collective they told me, it was your liver, your lover, your lawyer. And those are all reasons. And I hated hearing all these stupid quotes and things. And you know what? They might help a lot of people. But for me, they weren't working. It was really getting under my skin. Not to call them stupid or anything. There's some merit to them. But it really was myself. And that's a big thing that I stress is you put a lot of work in. And don't let anybody take it away from you or tell you who's guiding that. It's my opinion that You gotta work, and you gotta keep working to maintain sobriety. It's
It was
rough.
a struggle. It was a struggle when we started this podcast at the beginning. Getting people to watch, getting people to support, getting people to share, getting people to like, getting people to tune in. It was a struggle. But then eventually it became pleasure. And then it became a purpose. And then it became routine and love and joy. And I couldn't imagine a day not helping somebody. You know how many thank you letters we've got? You know how many inboxes saying you've made a difference just by caring? Your positive light had gotten through a dark day. So yeah, I do. I believe that when you go through something, you must grow through it, and it can change. It doesn't have to be pain. It doesn't have to be a struggle. I think there is beautiful growth. It's all about perception, though, right?
Yeah. I'm not always positive. I am that person in the back of the room. I'm gonna say that sobriety is really hard sometimes. And maybe if I sing all my answers, people will join in. Thank you for commenting, Kendall. It's not, this pink cloud idea that I really worry about people in early recovery. Like I'm gonna get out there and grab life by the horns and take it, and then they post a lot, and I say this, and then they go dark, and it's really sad. And they go dark, and I think that's a big thing with sobriety is you got to manage your expectations, even when you're years in. And that's why I talk about how ugly society is right now. I hear and I see of a lot of people actually falling back and finding it hard to maintain. So when I said there's a daily challenge earlier, I did mean what I said. I do link it. I don't just crap out the answer. I mean, I struggle, and I'm 8 years in, and I don't ever plan on drinking again. It's not about taking a drink. It's about feeling all those negative whirlwind emotions that push you into the bottle in the first place. It's attacking that head on. And so we falter at our low points. It's good to stay out of them. We got some more going on. Kendall. Now I have to be more cautious. The fact that I'm getting another ding. Yeah, Kendall's getting another ding surgery. I think
Caffeine was her thing.
Caffeine.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
So listen, building inner strength is one step at a time. Each section of independence or togetherness, progresses come from consistency, not perfection. No one's asking you to be perfect. No one's asking you to never fail and have days. No one's saying in order to be sober, you'll have to be 8 years clean. No, it took you a long time to get that strength to be 8 years clean.
I consider it.
Go
Look,
ahead.
really, I mean this. If you're trying to get sober and you made a conscious decision to get sober, then look, go ahead and count it. And if you had my honest opinion, go ahead and count it right from the second you did. The last time I had a drink was the night before, but I woke up at 7 a.m. and I was hammered drunk. And I got out and I'm gonna go get my brakes fixed over in Memphis. And I pulled out of my driveway and I pulled into the store my grandparents owned right next door, slid into the front of the store and broke a big chunk out of it. And the owner called the cops and I ended up going to jail. And as I was in the back of the cop car, I think right then and there, maybe when I hit the store, I decided I was done. And 8 years later, that second right there, I was sober. And I consider from that second on my sobriety. So get a year in. Don't don't be too damn proud that your head gets so big that you fall over and ground yourself too hard. But it's important even to make a good decision like that. And nail that down. Nail it
So
down.
I'm gonna as an addict, and mine's not drugs or alcohol or nothing, but as someone who's addicted to something, I'm gonna put my hair growing my ethers as just like sobriety. And the reason why I say that, because I was not born with ethers. I was born with straight, fine, Caucasian hair. I'm calling it what it is. I'm Irish, German, and French. That's about as Caucasian as you can get. And my hair was so baby fine, I couldn't even hold a curl without a can of hairspray. And I'm not talking regular hairspray. I'm talking about Super Max Hold, the purple can that I can a day, Aquanet.
Oh yeah. Grandma special.
Yeah. Sponsor me, but I'm just letting you know right now, that was my go-to glue of the 80s.
I put Aquanet on and I'm like, all right, now I can go ride a bike or skateboard or something.
So, back to my hair.
Yeah. Your
Tedious.
ether.
Tedious. I wanted it though. Everybody kept saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You're going to regret it. Don't do it, don't do it. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it because you have to cut your hair to take them out. I thought 10 years about growing them before I got them. Did my research, looked into it, tried it out. I made the mistake by doing it backwards. I did all of it when my hair was long down at the middle of my back, and it hurt like crazy because it was so heavy right away. My scalp wasn't used to it. So I cut a bunch off and I did it the right way. Hair was up to here. I did it the right way. But the thing is, now, 8 years later, it didn't lock in the first year. It didn't lock in the second year. My hair did not lock in permanently until I was 4 years in. And then it got used to the routine of locking in. Now I don't have to maintain it every day. But at first, I had to maintain it not just every day, a couple times a day. I had to foam roll. I had to put beeswax in the hair. I had to take the crochet hook. I had to do a lot of work just to get my hair to lock in. Sobriety. Sometimes you have to do a lot of work just to stay sober. It doesn't happen overnight, but if you really want to do it, you'll do it because it's your choice, not because you're forced. And sometimes people will force you into that choice.
Yeah. And to be honest, regretting it, you got to cut your hair. I think you'd look bald. But that's just me.
Right. I couldn't do it now because I have a relationship with my hair. I couldn't do it now. There's a difference. So once I started the journey, I had to meditate. I had to focus. I had to shut my mind down and get my hair to do what I wanted to do. I had to train it. I had to speak to it. I had to give it a lot of care and not too much care, because if you give it too much care, you'll break it. You had the balance, the equal balance of not washing it, yet washing it, not over twisting, but twisting it just enough so it didn't break. Giving it that love and that vitamin E and everything, just so it has enough strength to keep on locking in. My hair reminded me of sobriety.
Because you're not the only one. You are not the only one whose hair is a significant like other sobriety. You know, mine kind of is. I've been growing mine out for a while. It's not twisted, but that's part of Twisted Tea.
Yeah. I I would do my hair and cry from my arms hurting so much. On fire, on fire. I'm not used to doing all this all the time. On fire. Hands were all raw, burning from why I thought I was starting a fire. Trying to rub so much friction.
Yeah.
And through that, I was healing. I was releasing things I couldn't change and changing things I could. And I was focusing on what I wanted instead of where I was. Resilience.
Very much resilience.
I learned resilience. Consistency. I learned patience. I learned understanding. I'm a whole different person than I was when I first started this journey 8 years ago.
8?
8 years ago in April.
So you've been growing your ethers for 8 years? As long as I've been sober? I actually didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yep. 8 years in April. It was 1 month I had my hair. 1 month when I begged for my life. Grandson was 4. Just turned 4. Now he just turned 12.
Oh, this makes sense here. If I go bald, I'll just put on new wigs or go, yeah, I am definitely getting a bunch of pink wigs and crazy, spiky, out of control, big emo hair wigs.
I'm grateful for the journey, though. I don't think I changed anything. I didn't realize how much I needed to lock my hair more than I wanted to.
No?
No. I fought vertigo. I fought depression. I fought unalive thoughts. I fought I fought fill the void. I filled a void within myself and learned to love myself without looking at myself in the mirror by listening to who I was from my heart. And I can't give all the credit to my parents. Give all the credit to me wanting to take time out for me in my hair. When I really took time out for me mentally.
So, what I'm curious is I'm going to keep asking everybody at home. And Kendall's our MVP tonight on the comments. But, wow, Kendall. Yeah. I'm going to ask everybody at home. Is there any significance to your hair? If you are sober or getting sober, are you growing your hair out? Let us know.
Also,
I'm gonna keep asking.
Also, what was your change? What did you take and use it as your tool to grow that you were consistent with?
Right. What is your cornerstone of recovery, right?
How do small, consistent actions build long-term resilience? Hence, my hair. Now they can yank on it like nobody's business, and now it's all the way down past the middle of my back.
Is it really?
And last December I cut this much off. I got it right here. How much I cut off from last December because I exchanged energy with somebody to help them.
No, that's right. Oh. I was like, wait, where is it? Oh yeah, you have it. Nice.
I have it.
I need a lock of that for like good luck or something.
Yes.
Or like some kind of trinket. Yes.
Yeah. Is that pipe that goes back and forth like a peace pipe?
Yeah, right.
I'd like to have something made so I can use this for my sage.
Oh yeah.
A smudge stick.
A burnt hair smudge stick? That'll get all the ghosts out. But your own.
I'm not burning the hair. I'm using it as the fan part for the stick.
Let's make terrible hippie candles, burning hair, watermelon rinds in the sink. Yeah, good.
So, what role do support system, routines, and self care play in maintaining emotional strength?
I guess we gotta ask. Um,
Kendall, what role?
yeah, let's ask Kendall real quick.
What role do support systems, routines, and self care play in maintaining emotional strength? Go back to my hair. I think
Good.
another reason why I stuck with it is because everybody kept telling me I couldn't do it.
That's a big thing too. Proving people wrong, maybe not on things that are like detrimental or crazy or out of your control, out of your reach, but you're like, people are like, don't grow your hair out. Or, don't listen to that. If you want to grow your hair out, grow your hair out. I mean, if you're going to work in a factory, though, wrap that stuff up. If you're around moving machinery, I will say that right now. That's where your looks don't care. But yeah, I mean, those routines, support systems are really important. We're social creatures, and when we get left, my own devices are not perfect. My own devices are flawed. My own devices need help all the time. And that's when we really need good support systems. I don't want to say I couldn't have got so sober without people supporting me, but it gave me direction, it gave me drive, and it facilitated in me that I was worth something, that I wasn't just going to be the person dying in the ditch from alcohol poisoning anymore, or shuffling to the store through below zero weather to get poor Milwaukee's best or something. I didn't want that anymore. So when I'm playing guitar, when I'm working out, when I'm talking to people on the podcast, especially about sobriety or off the podcast, whatever I'm doing, those things make me a strong emotional person. And a lot of people say you don't want to be too emotional, and you don't, because it can cloud your judgment. But you need to have empathy, and you need to feel emotions, or else, I don't know. It sucks being a machine.
Support systems matter though, because if you feel alone, your mind wanders. I don't think I'd be the same me though without this platform.
No,
No.
it's been a life shaping thing for the last 4 years.
It's helped in more ways than I have helped. I don't know, maybe equal. Maybe equal. I'm the type that give away love, not receive love. And when I do receive love, I had to learn that was normal. I had to learn that it was okay to say thank you. Just say thank you, not more. Just to receive without having to explain why it's okay to receive. Because I was the type of person that would say, oh, I don't really need that, or I don't really, da 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 da. And I couldn't just say thank you. And now I learned when someone says you're beautiful, I just say thank you. You know,
Take the compliment.
it's hard to do when you don't love yourself, though. It's even harder when you don't know how to. You weren't that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing too. People at home, you have a hard time taking a compliment. Why is that? I
What
guess.
Kendall said.
Oh, Kendall's good here. So we got self care, take a bath or shower, go for walks, spa days, spa days. I'm just saying that twice because I agree. Writing, artwork, self care, maybe a new perspective on which will be challenging for my new terms. So as I learn to readjust with the information, it's the options and opportunities that must take place. I like to say no means next opportunity. And a wonderful woman named Mary showed me that. Even when I go down for new treatments, I need a support buddy of some sort for sure.
For sure. Tomorrow I'm shutting my phones off and I'm taking a day. I'm soaking my feet. I'm giving myself a facial. I'm going to love me. Why? Because resilience was really testing me Self-resilience was really tested me of how proud I am of me for having it. Kendall, I spoke on you. I spoke on you a few times, and I want you to know I love you, and you helped me yesterday without knowing you helped me. I told you when you messaged me that it wasn't a good time, that I was going through it, and you said to me too. And that really put me in perspective that I am not the only one in this world right now dealing with things. And you helped me without knowing me, just by being vulnerable with me. I appreciate those that are vulnerable with me and authentic to me. I love the raw authenticity that they offer me, and I love the fact that they feel that they are able to with me be authentic and vulnerable. I will never use it against them, and I will never make them feel bad for being open with me. We
I love
live
it.
in a really we really live in a really closed off society. People don't want to share things no more. They don't want to help each other. They want to talk about, make fun of, take pictures, get posts, get likes, get shows for what people are doing instead of trying to help.
Yeah, the cup of sugar days are over, right?
Yeah.
If Mr. Rogers is out there, he's having a hard time getting his hashtags in order.
Uh-huh.
That's sad. Kendall, always, you're amazing even when we go through hardships.
Thank you.
So are you, Kendall. Kendall's authentic.
Very
FGF,
authentic.
FGF ain't here. He's authentic as it gets. We love it.
He's
People
very
at home,
authentic.
you're
People
authentic.
are authentic. Stay authentic to yourself. You know, what has resilience taught you? And what is it hard for you to do? What part of your mind does not shut down and you keep beating yourself up over it? And what little steps you could do to change it? I really want to know, not because when I first started dating Chili Mo, he said to me, "You're trying to get into my head for what?" I said, "Sir, I don't want to get in your head. You don't even want to be in there. So why would I want to be in there? I don't want to get into your head. I want to know how I can help you get out of your head." It was hard. It was hard for him to receive that properly, to realize that I didn't want nothing from him. I just wanted him.
Oh, when you start, it's almost like when you're authentic with people, they get really scared now, don't they? I've just noticed. I don't know. Everyone seems like they're. What is this? Kendall Cobb, Henry, you too. Always be real. Oh, I'm always real. I'm real to a fault. I'm so real. I think I'm failing in a lot of areas.
No, see, and when I've been authentic with Moon Tortoise from day one, just to let you know, I have never bit my tongue. And I love the relationship because it equally comes returned, because there's no biting of tongues with us. We will be so transparent, authentic with each other. maybe beyond the point of own personal space even time.
It's always been. Yeah. I like those times where you're like, I can't deal with you. Your negative energy is killing me. And it was. And then Harry did it. My significant other. I'm like, oh, I learned something about myself. I'm sorry for everyone I always too hard on, because I'm hard on myself and people feel it. People will feel that, like dogs and cats, right? Even if they'll pick up on your emotion and they'll get scared and they'll bark at you and hide and stuff. Right? Oh, people do that too. But we're actually not as good as figuring it out as the dogs and cats. They know to get the hell away. We'll fight it and beat it to death and involve ourselves in the chaos until we go nuts.
So what are some helpful tips? for the listener
Some helpful tips.
in the notes.
Oh, right, we do. I was about I was about to tell people to start checking their stool regularly, so because it's telling you a lot about your insides, what's going on. We got the helpful tools, tips for listeners. Do that though. Do. It's good for you.
Do check your do.
Yes. Helpful tools, tips for listeners. And that's a mindfulness and journaling. 5 minutes a day to reflect on emotions and triggers. Journaling is really, if you can get into it. Breathing exercises. 4, 7, 8. I'm not doing it right now. Breathing to calm stress instantly. Um, Breathing is very good for you. Micro wins. I love this. Set small, achievable daily goals to build confidence. That's a really good one. Support system check. Identifying people you can rely on and reach out to regularly. That's an important one. Make sure they can talk to you. Make sure they're even keel with you. Gratitude practice. Name 3 things you're grateful for daily to shift your perspective. Try this in the morning. Boundary setting. Practice saying no. Protect your energy. These are all really good. Movement and sleep. Simple stretches, walks, and 7 to 9 hours of rest to strengthen body and mind. And then it says universe badger, and that's a good tip too. Be a badger.
Be a universe badger. When all else fails, you don't like being you. Don't be me.
No, oops, I did it. We did it this time. Here we go. Kendall Cops just throw snowballs at people. It helps.
That'll work. You might get in trouble, and they may be naked. Kendall, knowing you is probably going to be a naked someone because you happen to stumble across the weirdest thing.
Yeah, don't throw them in authority figures. I've seen this go really awry. True story.
Laughter. We tend to make laughter a thing with us for a reason. You don't want someone to keep telling you what you should do. You don't want someone to tell you what you did wrong. But will you listen to advice and laugh with us? That's what I want to know. It's just our opinion because yours matters too. So share your opinion with us, please. And laugh with us.
Even if it hurts.
Check your do. For it. You'll learn a lot in your do.
Oh, yeah. Here's something. I got a tip for you. And you're all going to hate it. Actually read something you don't agree with and then formulate an opinion. Just do it healthily. It actually is really good. Start talking with people you don't agree with too. You'll find out you have a lot in common. We all do eventually. I'm just doing music. Why not sing some of the dialogue? Because I'm like, oh, maybe we can bring some. Whoa, he's singing.
It reminds me of Mr. Rogers episode, and I'm not mad by it because Mr. Rogers did a lot of different things. Besides, he was a cool dresser and he had a nice collection of sweaters. And do you want to know something? Here's a little FYI. You want to know why Mr. Rogers had a nice collection of little sweaters?
Easy. I might tell you if this is a myth or not. We'll talk about it.
His mother made them.
Okay.
And he only liked the zipped up ones, so she knew this. So she made him a whole bunch of them.
Thank you for doing the good one, the right one. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Rogers, super hot. I love Mr. Rogers. We need Mr. Rogers.
His mother made
man.
Sweaters. His mother made the sweaters. And he wanted to stay warm. And she knew he liked staying warm. And she knew he only liked the zipped up ones because he was able to zip it down a little if he felt too warm.
Yeah.
So she crocheted a bunch of them. And when she passed, he made a vow that every time he went on live to wear a different sweater that she made. Beautiful.
It is. He was a wonderful person. Just an absolutely great person. Oh, and that's peak masculinity. And you'll notice he was probably the most empathetic person in the entire world. Being empathetic does not equate weakness. This is such a big thing being discussed in certain groups. Being empathetic does not mean you're weak. It makes you strong.
Being vulnerable does not mean you're weak neither. Now know that for a fact, because a lot of people don't want to be vulnerable because society is mean. Ugly people are ugly, and they want to hurt beautiful people because they don't know how to love because they don't love themselves.
Nope.
So some people will take your vulnerability and use it as a sign of weakness and use your words against you. They make the people that you need around. You need the ones that know you're vulnerable, know your vulnerable points, and accept you for those, and don't use them as tools on how to hurt you when they're hurting.
This is very true. Yeah. You get loud. It's all tool usage. We
all
missed
tool.
Kendall. Facts. Show on stage. Kendall. What is this, Kendall? What the heck is that?
She removed it. It was a heart, and then she removed it.
Oh, okay. I got messed up there.
So, what did Tom Schul say? Tom Schul say anything? Crispy and funny?
It's been a while. What would be relatable to that? You know, I was still thinking about what you said. You know, you can be really, really strong individually. The empathy thing, the feeling emotions. We are strongest as a team. It's what makes humanity so awesome. I wish we could really get back on that page.
Facts.
Oh, yeah, I just got a poem by a Roman pervert translated by Mr. Thomas Schul, PhD, and OBE, which is Officer of the British Empire. I just remember that. Note, this little poem was written in the 1st century AD, and my dear reader, it is quite a statement, Mr. Schul. I woke up this morning and saw it was day. Aristophanes came over and we had to go and play. We saw a blue Fiat and the cops chased us away. The end. I think it's great when young kids can wake up in America and translate Roman poetry, said the man. Yes, only 25 cents, Early Marion Publishing Co.
I love the Early Man Publishing Co. I don't know what. It's on everything. It's on everything.
Every one of them. That's on everything, and the 25 cents, because
25 cents.
Cheaper back then.
Early Man Publishing. I love that. Man, I would love to have met the early man in the early time.
The early Marion. Marion.
I would love to have met him back then.
Dad?
Quirky old fella.
He was weird. I don't know if he was really popular in school because he was writing shit like that, and he was obsessed with clever ships and cutting up harpsichords on a meat saw at the store I crashed into. My dad cut up his first harpsichord, which was like a Zuckerman kit or something, if anyone's listening out there, on like a meat saw that they cut up meat with at the store, and he built it when he was in high school. Crazy.
I love you, LaRon Johnson. I love ID Cypher with all my soul. Love you. Thank you for tuning in. Love you. We're talking about vulnerability. We're talking about resilience and what keys we could do one step at a time to practice with resilience. Thank you for tuning in. So
it's always good to see you. I ain't seen you since the love train.
Always good to see you. So tell me a story. What could be a positive message for the listeners before we wrap this up about resilience and about just staying authentic to you?
What kind of, you want me to tell a story, huh?
A positive message, story, whatever.
All right. I'm going to do a story. But I don't know. I feel like I've overcome a lot. I feel like a lot of people have overcome a lot, though. So I don't like it to be all about me. I love hearing people's stories. I love hearing people's struggles. I love it when I tell people certain things like I was young. I was sitting on the floor at home with Joey and we were doing something, probably playing something, and my mom comes creeping out behind my dad. My dad's going over the movie shelf trying to find something to watch or something. My mom comes up behind him with like a beer, it was a champagne flute, I think, and busts it over his head. I may have told him before on the podcast. I love this, but he turned around and he's like, "What the fuck, Jeannie? Why would you do that?" He's feeling his head and there's like blood on his fingers. And Joey and I are just looking up, like, what just happened? I can't believe that just happened. And he's like, "You're nuts, Jeannie. You break a bottle over my head." And he starts laughing. And then she starts laughing, throws the bottle away or whatever it was. Dad's patting his head up. And he's like, "We really got to get it together." And we all started laughing. There was this big sheepish chorus of laughter arising out of this insane situation where my drunken mom broke a beer bottle and lacerated my dad's head. And I'll never forget that. It was a warm family moment in the midst of the chaos. You can find happiness in storms. Promise. Just got to look for it.
Yeah.
There's a story.
That's fucked. That's fucked. That's fucked. That's fucked. But
That was
yeah.
every day. That was every day. I don't
And to find that as a normal family setting, that's fucked. And to find love in that. What are you complaining about, life?
That's silly, right?
Resilience isn't built overnight. It's built in quiet choices you make every day. Take one small step, one healthy habit, one act of courage at a time. You are stronger than you realize, and every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Thank you for joining us on the People's Podcast. Stay strong, stay present, and keep moving forward. We're the ears that listen, and your opinion matters. Join us next time. On Friday, we're going to talk about, not Friday, but Thursday, we're going to talk about food being a void, filling a void. Food being your love language. We're going to have a special guest come on, Mary. And we're going to talk about that.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah. And then Friday's Twisted Takes. So stay tuned, everyone. May your night be full of positive energy and high vibrations, and love life.
And share it.
And before it passes you by, have a moment to, appreciate it. Peace and love.
That's right, Patrick.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people. Rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. Where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries could have killed you. But with faith you recover. Yup. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to.